Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. So today, we are digging into one of those products you see all over Amazon. You know the one. It's got a list of features that seems way too good for the price. We're going to break down the SANSUI 27-inch curved gaming monitor and figure out what's legit, what's just hype, and what you actually get for your cash. All right, let's get into it. And that, right there, is the million-dollar question, isn't it? You're scrolling and you see these specs, 240 Hz, a 1500 R curve, 1 millisecond response time, and your brain immediately thinks, okay, that's gotta be expensive. But nope, this thing is listed for less than $150. It's the kind of deal that makes you slam the brakes and ask, all right, what's the catch? And that's exactly what we're here to find out. Okay, so first things first. Let's just look at what the company claims on paper. The product page is always our starting point, and believe me, it paints a very tempting picture for any gamer who doesn't want to break the bank. These are the big, shiny features designed to make you click Add to Cart. The absolute star of the show is this right here, 240 Hz. Now, if you're not familiar, it just means the image on your screen is redrawn 240 times every second. Your standard office monitor, that's usually 60. So this promises an unbelievably fluid, buttery smooth experience. In fast-paced games, that can literally be a competitive edge. This is a premium, top-tier feature, and finding it at this price is, well, it's pretty wild. Next up, the curve. You'll see this 1500R number thrown around. All that means is it describes how tight the curve of the screen is. And 1500R is actually a pretty noticeable curve. The whole idea is to wrap the screen around you, to fill more of your peripheral vision. What's the point? Immersion. It's meant to pull you deeper into your game, making the whole world feel bigger. And here's the third piece of the puzzle, that on-paper promise, a 1 millisecond response time. This is all about keeping things sharp when they're moving fast. It means the pixels can change color almost instantly. So that blurry, smeared look or that annoying ghost trail you sometimes see behind a character running across the screen, this is designed to get rid of it. So on paper, you've got speed, immersion, and clarity. The gamer's dream trio. Okay, so the spec sheet looks amazing. It makes a killer first impression. But what happens when these things actually get unboxed and plugged into a real gaming setup? This, my friends, is the reality check. We're going to shift gears from the marketing promises to the real-world experiences of more than 5,000 people who've already spent their money on this. Now, at a quick glance, the reviews look fantastic. I mean, out of over 5,300 ratings, it's holding a really solid 4.4 stars, and get this, a whopping 73% of people gave it a perfect 5-star review. So you think, case closed, it's a huge hit. But that other 27%, that's where things start to get a little more interesting and a lot more complicated. And this is exactly where the cracks start to show. We're looking at Amazon's own AI summary of the reviews, and you can see this clear split. Under picture quality, lots of people are saying it's crisp, clear, vibrant. But then you've got others saying it's extremely pixelated or that the HDR is basically a coin flip. And look at the build. Some say easy to set up, while others are calling out a terrible stand. Oh, and check out the sound quality row. There's no praise, none. It's all problems. Speakers are very weak or just flat out no sound. Let's put a face to the good side of things. Here's a review from a user named Xavier. They said, easy setup, great monitor. Gives an absurdly smooth experience and looks great while doing it. The price was also pretty good. This person got exactly what was advertised. They got the smoothness, the look, the value. This right here is the voice of that 73%. But then you get the other side of the coin. This review from Volcanic Truth says it all. They start with the good stuff. Decent size, affordable. But then they hit us with the compromises. Terrible stand, difficult to access ports. They even had to order a whole new stand. And I love this description because the original one was, quote, like a midget foot. This is someone who saw the value in the screen, but slammed right into the product's biggest weaknesses.
All right, so let's put it all together now. We've seen the promises from the manufacturer, and we've seen the split decision from the customers. If we combine those two, we can actually build a really clear profile of who this monitor is perfect for, and who should probably just keep on scrolling.
So who should actually buy this thing? Well, it's pretty clear. This is ideal for a gamer on a tight budget who's dying to see what high refresh rate is all about. It's for someone who already uses a headset or has their own speakers, and frankly, doesn't care about the built-in ones. And it's perfect if you plan on using a VESA arm anyway, so that wobbly stand is going in the closet. On the flip side, you should maybe reconsider if you need speakers that actually work, if you need a decent adjustable stand right out of the box, or, and this is a big one, if you're a photographer or video editor who needs perfect colors. For you, these compromises are probably going to be deal breakers. And that brings us to the bottom line. There is a catch, but it's not really a secret or a scam. It's a trade-off. The money you're spending here is going almost entirely into the performance of the screen itself, that incredible speed and smoothness. To get the price that low, they had to cut corners everywhere else. The speakers, the stand, maybe even the consistency of the HDR. You're paying for the panel, full stop. Everything else is a bonus if it works. And really, that's the big takeaway here. This monitor is the perfect example of trade-offs in modern tech. It makes you ask a bigger question, one that applies to just about everything we buy. When you're shopping, where do you personally draw that line between getting an amazing deal on the one thing you really want and putting up with the compromises that inevitably come along with it? It's something to think about. Thanks for watching.